Good morning, everyone. My name is Jasmine, and this is work. At least for me, this is work. I'm not feeling so hot today, so this might be a really short stream. I'm also not streaming to watch me work because Restream is sucking right now. So I'm only on Twitch. Only on Twitch. I've already flatted this piece. This is Blue, or Electra. She belongs to Mad Kitty Cat on DeviantArt. Fiji Fuji, though, drew the lines. She actually really loves drawing blue, and I love coloring blue. And she's not literally the color blue, I just wanted to do her namesake. And then maybe if I'm feeling decent, I will be coloring this lovely bioship that Fiji also drew. So let's have my phone go all apeshit on me while I find, where are you? My lighting references. Light, noses, lighting! I have these wonderful lighting references that are from Melissa 6 stock on DeviantArt. And they look something like this. They're quite literally a styrofoam head. They're just a styrofoam head. It may be of a male face, but the lighting principles are the same. And she even tells you which angle the light is coming from. And she's got a couple of these. Sorry. And I love them because there's a lot of little nooks and crannies you don't normally see where light shines, like right here in this corner. Right here. On the lower eyelid, the brow, the very tip of the nose, yeah. So I'm going to be kind of, sort of using these as a guide if I find the one that I want. Which I need, yes. Indeed, I think this one will do nicely. What I'm going to use is, oh, come here, this face right here. The side lighting, see shadow, see light. I might flip it though. I might cut him out and flip it. Let me open with some paint. Because I just want this one face. Actually, 3/4 face. I might want the 3/4 face. And then I'll flip it. Yeah. So, we'll kind of be using this as a guide. Yoink. Flip, flip, flip. Flip it the same way that we have Blue's face, see? Right, like so. Tweak it a little bit. Tweak it just a little bit. There. So now we have kind of a lighting guide, the lighting guide that I wanted there. Nice. Because that's how I wanted to shade her, because Fiji left a little indication that there's a shadow right here. Right, there's a shadow right here where her neck is, and over here. So light is essentially going this way. If she hadn't put those in, I could literally shade any lighting source that I want to. Such is not the case. Such is not the case. So, what I actually did this time for the blues, how I got all the blues, was I took my regular color palette, picked the color, came over here, and then just put it up in the blue. Just like that. And we're going to do her skin first. It's largest plane, but it will also help cement the shapes and whatnot and make it a little easier to color. Normal, normal. Yay. Okay. So we will follow this pretty not to the letter, because Blue has a different facial structure than this mannequin head or styrofoam head, but it is also relatively similar. You know, it is similar, very similar. Stop buzzing at me, Jesus. But Mock EM Work, thank you for following me on Twitter. I really appreciate it. Nice, thank you. Even though they may not be watching. My thanks. Uh-huh. So, this shadow, all of this shadow, because she's going to have light coming from both sides, right? So a little bit here. Definitely this little indicator right here. You're going to have a little bit of shadow here. Little tiny, in some places it's really subtle, like right here. It's really, really subtle. Here it's a little subtle. The only reason you can see it is because of the sharp contrast of the brow above. And she has a bright spot right here, and normally where you would put shadow, but there's a little bit of shadow up above. And of course there is a little here on the noses. And there is this. There's a nice deep shadow right here. Let's see. These styrofoam heads would actually be really good for many, many things. Not just taking a picture of the styrofoam head, but you can carve shapes into it. If your guy has scars, like, and whatnot, that would be pretty spiffy. I'll do this. Mainly concerned with just the face right now. And then we'll do the rest of her, hopefully do her justice a little bit. This actually has a little shadow right here. Might come here and add in some light. So we can start this lighter. It is nice. Okay. This. A little bit. A little bit. I like how Fiji puts in that that line right there, because it reminds me there's the plane. A nose is like a pyramid. It's got many flat sides to it. Give me some relatively bright things going on right here. And right here too. Yeah? Yeah. And right here. Right here. Right there. You can zoom in here. For some lips, you see there's really bright parts above the actual lip, which is this part right here, that they're indicating. I know it has a name. This part of your face has a name, but I don't remember what it is. Save, thank you. I'm like, please don't juke me. Pretty, please don't juke me. I think there should be a little bit of light. Maybe on one side, not the other. For the most part, this is supposed to be bright right here. And just because it's not super light here doesn't mean we can't add a little bit of light there ourselves. Because this is supposed to be a little light. Now I can't actually see the other side of this guy's nose. So we have to kind of make it up just a little bit. And some of these places may be a little too stark. There's just a little bit light there. Some might be a little too stark. That's okay. Grab this so we can switch back and forth here. Now, the ear. I hate shading ears because the light never acts the way I expect it to. When you shade, it just never does. Earlobe. Nose. Definitely. Okay, there's this little bit of shadow kind of curving up here. Definitely here. But at the same time, there's light. Okay. This actually kind of connects, doesn't it, right here? And she's got scars. We'll pay attention to her scars later. There's a couple right below her eye, the one on the side of her face, neck, they're everywhere. Which means I should probably work on the rest of her. Probably work on the rest of her. Also, like I said, and I can use a lighter light and a darker dark, which I probably eventually will. I eventually will. Too bad this guy doesn't have shoulders. Neck and shoulders. Or more of a neck and shoulders. That would probably be nice about now. Although this is okay too. Yeah, there's kind of a shadow down the middle of her, isn't there? This shadow just going nearly all the way down. I am on the right layer, yay. Good. I'd be so sad if I wasn't. Oh, come here. Come here. Oh, son of a bitch. Grab me this guy. There. Yeah, she's got scars everywhere. That's okay. I like doing scars. See, that's where her arm is. There we go. Kind of put a little bit better gradient in here because I really don't want to smudge. I probably will end up smudging, but I really want to try to avoid it. If I can. The darkest part should be like right there. I keep thinking. I don't know if that's actually true. I think I should go for a lighter light and a darker dark indeed. After I do a few things. Top lip is nearly always in shadow. noise and shadow. Okay. Yep. This guy right there. Just want to make sure you're actually erasing. It's really subtle, hard to tell. There, I didn't want to make her eyelids so huge. There. Little bit, little bit. Okay. Got this guy, and I think this guy. To the blues. There. That should be... Yep, nice. Might need a little bit brighter. I don't know. Not entirely sure. And this might be really too dark. If we're gentle, it won't be. It also depends on, you know, where the dark really needs to be dark. Not a whole lot of places, unless we want a really super high contrast. Which I think we only need the lighter side of this, honestly. Where is this guy? It's starting to come around, for the most part. I'm gonna have to smudge on the face. Great. Or just erase paint, erase paint, erase paint until my hand falls off. There's always that option. Not very preferred, though. If you're careful and you don't smudge entirely too much, it can work. But, like, the pros will tell you don't ever smudge, it just muddies things up. But you can always go back and add texture over where you smudged. Smudging is really to help me get the base down. Now, that's not so bad. It's kind of creepy. She looks almost creepy. Because of blue, because the blue. I'm not sure if I want darker contrast anywhere or not. Or even a lighter contrast for that matter, maybe. In a few areas. Like the nose where it's needed. Lip probably, yeah. Here where it was. You can also paint with a fuzzy brush, which is almost like smudging. Almost like smudging. It can be very, very subtle. Very soft. But I like using the hard round brush. When I can. Sometimes it is just better to use the soft one. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna use this huge fuzzy brush to add in a really super general soft contrast. And just kind of darken that shadow to make it, yeah, more contrast. More contrast. Can kind of do the same with the light side of this brush. Okay, it's really super subtle. Like so. Now it will look better once I get her hair in line, basically, and her eyes. Her eyes are still flat. Her mouth even is still flat. Let's do this. Nice and easy. There. Except, it's not quite right. Yeah, okay. Get her eyes going. Let me see. Sort of. Okay. Doop doop doop. Doop doop. Doop doop. Her eyes are pretty much the same tones as her skin, surprisingly. As in, really, really damn close. Wrong color. Give me the dark. There. Maybe try to be a little bit more subtle. Because the light's coming at her from both sides, and your eyeball is round. That's why we're putting a shadow up the middle. as well as off to the sides over here. And I'm actually not going to be really subtle. I'm going to do this. That tends to help quite a bit. Okay. Nice. Do I have drink? Ooh, I do, just a little. Let's see, 26 minutes in. I don't play music, so feel free to listen to your own. I would say there's more light coming from this side than the other. Plus her nose is blocking most of her eye. On this side. We can always go a little brighter. Yep, always a little brighter. That should look like they fit a little bit more. Yay, they do. Nice. Very nice. Now these, they're their own color. They are their own color. Now, I love coloring eyes. I really, really do. They're very they can be really complicated or pretty simple depending on what you like. We're actually gonna tweak these just a little. Maybe? That doesn't really fit, does it? That doesn't. So we won't tweak them too much. Just a touch. Okay, we have her hair, accessories, and scars. I might actually do her, the shading of the scars on a different layer. Just 'cause. Actually going to, yep, pretty much. Okay, do this, okay. So we naturally have a shadow going up like so. In accordance with this light reference, there should be a shadow pretty much coming up all over here. That's where her hair is parted, so there's actually going to be a little light right here, regardless. Because this part of her hair is lower than this part of her hair. So a little shadow. There's a little bit of visual tension and ambiguity because of this little earring tooth thing. I keep thinking it's part of her neck or her hair, but it's not. It's not. Lay in some general shapes so we can see what we're working with. See where we need some shadow. I think I can pretty much turn that guy off now. I don't think I need him anymore. Okay, just maybe a little shadows. Okay, that'll do, that'll do. Little rooster tail back here. A few other little subtle shadows, so no one place has too big of a plane of its own color. A little bit lighter. Come here. A little bit darker. Here and there, just a little bit. Like really shines on a few places. Eyebrows. Good God. Almost forgot our eyebrows. Always frickin' forget the eyebrows. Not that there's a whole lot of color shading to them. Just always forget. I think that'll about do it. Go back, add just a little bit more, maybe a little texture here and there. Highlight a few places, etc., etc. Like so. More or less. More or less. There. Accessories and scars. Accessories and scars. Here we go. I may stop after I'm done with her. After I'm done with this, with blue. Not feeling too peachy. Tifa earrings. Oh, that's right, that's right. Okay. Now, I can't I can't tell if this is a bead or an open space. It totally looks like just her hair can be yoinked down into that. So I'm gonna leave it as such. I'm gonna leave it yoinked as is. Let's grab our little guy. And oh wow, that's really super saturated. I'll grab a really dark color and a brighter color. And essentially just do that. Around the side of her head, there's not a whole lot of light and contrast. Not really. Body just aches all over. Maybe do a little blurry blur. Where are you? There. I'm not trying to rush. It certainly feels like it. Also do this little gray earring over here. Oh, come here. And a lot to color on him. Come here. Come here. Thank you. No. There. Okay, that guy. This guy. And sure, we'll do that. We'll do that. Like so. Nice and simple. Come here. Make sure I save often. There. Now we just have feathers. What is... Okay, this is 100%. This background is bugging the crap out of me. And I don't know why. I'll leave it. I'll leave it for now. Probably because it's purple and not blue. That's probably why it's bugging me. Grab those colors. Dark color. Light color there. I'm gonna do light first. Just because the dark is really dark, it'll end up looking all black. It's not really what we want. Is this a space? Like a gap between them? I bet you it is. God damn it. That's okay. Easy enough. Easy enough to erase. There we go. Okay, so that, let me take care of this. I'm pretty sure this is a gap. We'll do this, and we'll do this just in case. There. Hey, that actually adds a lot more visual interest. Oh, go figure. Scars. I'd like to color after I stretch the scars. Man. Man, oh man. The background is bugging the crap out of me. Let's do this guy and see if this helps. I Bet you it's not really the color that's bothering me. It's where the light is coming from. I bet you that's it. I bet. Let's see. Although I really did like the blue. Come here. Come here. Yeah, I really did like the blue. Super dark. Ah, shit. Nope. Wrong way. Seems a little too light or dark. Seems a little too dark. Nah, we'll leave it. For now, I might put some texture back there to make it pop a little more. Scars! I'm totally going to do a new layer for these scars. All these nice, beautiful scars. Let's see. I would like this color and this color. Like so. Okay. Here we go. This is gonna be interesting. Especially if they are as deep as I think they are. If they are as deep as I think they are. That looks more black than it does blue, doesn't it? It's too dark. There. Better. Much better. Okay. I'm missing something. Maybe how ragged they should be. Is that better? Yeah, it looks like it's carved into the skin. These are going to be inward scars, not outward scars, if that makes any sense. It does to me. I know. I know what I'm talking about. Actually, we'll start on her face and work our way down. We'll start up here and work our way down. I don't know if all of them will be in scars. I'm thinking the majority of them will be, because they all look quite deep. They all look very, very deep. Except for the ones on her face, of course, but you can still make them deep. And the way you do that is you basically make the lighting opposite of what you normally would have. If you wanted them to look like they were ridges, I would put the light on the other side and the shadow on the other side. I would switch them. But since I want them to look like they're carved into her skin and like they're deep scars, I put the light on opposite places. And I'm probably going to color the lines of her scars a different color so they're not just really stark. Example, what am I doing? We can get this. So I would do something like this to make them, not black. Make them a little bit more gentle looking. Like so. Less like an outline, more like part of the actual scar. That's probably going to be my objective for these. Is to make them not super, super dark. Which actually helps quite a bit. Yeah, that makes them way more subtle, way more like I want them to be. I might do that for her entire face, because these lines are really super dark. Okay. Is that all the scars on her face, too? These aren't scars, these are scratchy lines. Or sketchy lines, rather. I don't know if this is a scar or not, or if that's part of the structure Fiji was trying to put in. The artist was trying to put in. Not entirely sure. It kinda looks like a scar. It's on a separate layer, so if it turns out to not be a scar, I can simply erase it. I'll have to ask Fiji. That actually works, though, as a scar pretty nicely. Nice. Sweet. Looks like she got bit by something. Jesus. Not to mention all the scratches. Maybe a bullet wound. Okay. More carving into skin. Possibly. It's not dark enough. I see, I see. Okay, a little too much light. Just a little too much light. Or it's not light enough to emphasize what's going on. Nope. Be this guy. Upsy daisy there. Because the skin around scars, and scars themselves, are usually shinier than normal skin. It's almost kind of like rubber. Scars that have ridges are almost like rubber. I speak from personal experience, as well as observation. Because scars, pretty much, they don't have pores. There are no pores in scars anymore. Okay. These big scars frighten me so much. They're huge. They're absolutely huge. I'm not quite sure how to handle this dude. Because he's down here in the shadow. Down here in the shadow. That's... aha, okay. And then big scars. I only have little line scars on me, and let's see. Don't have any really big notches. Sort of. This one might actually be a standouty. It doesn't really look like a bullet wound. It would probably be more round and less jagged. So I have no idea. Unless it was a really nasty kind of tore through, or the bullet shredded or something. I'd have to ask Fiji what type of wound it is, because I don't know. Not entirely sure. Might also help to do this. Still not sure. Oh, I see. I see. You're, in the wrong area. You're in the wrong area. You should really be over here. You should really be over here on this side. More or less. These big suckers. Really, really big. I might need to, yep, fade just a little bit. Maybe. Sort of. I've got an idea. Kinda. Not exactly what I wanted. Rawr. This might help though. It does, okay. It does help. This big guy. This monstrosity. Apparently it needs to be really, really dark on the edges. That's the only way it looks right. Nope. Right here, there we go. Not too shabby. Wrong layer. There. I will probably color these scars a little bit more, the lines a little bit more than this, and not just leave them a single color. They'll get their own shading. I just like to set the scars back into the skin as much as possible, so they don't look too weird when I zoom out. That already looks better. I forgot to do that over here. Ta-da. Might just go and do that to the rest of them, so I can see what the hell I'm doing. All that much better. Put on some chapstick. Hang on. There we go. That guy missed a spot. Okay. This guy missed a spot. That. God, this is a nasty one. All jagged. That had to hurt. This had to be a scary one. This would be a scary scar to get. I'm wondering if I should color over the lines for her scars, because they follow over her collarbone in some places. Instead of just stopping at the really thick line, I could color outward and around to make it look like they wrap around. It's not all of them. Yeah, that is all of them. Save often. Let's continue over here. We can lay in basic shapes for now and then go back and add that little more refinement. Maybe, unless it looks, if it looks decent, all not refined and whatnot, I don't know. I refined the others a little, sort of. Like, it's a nasty, nasty scar. And this, I repeat, a scary scar to get. Because they are large. They could be shallow, but they are still very large. Damn it, itch. There. Okay. This feels like it should come out quite a bit. To emphasize that it's sunken in. Perhaps, maybe. Much better. Okay, so yes, now it looks like it's sunken in. Okay. Yay. It's the goal. Sink the scars in. And they do look a little better, less refined. Don't tell me I'm on the flats. Okay. Although that one doesn't really look sunken in. Still. Okay, neck. That is as dark as I can get it. Okay. Trucking right along. Indeed. Wow. Ouch. Wow. Ugh. This one. This one is... It almost looks like it's not even a scar. It just looks like it's an object put on her skin. Ouchies. Okay, let me see about the lines, about the actual lines, and what I want to do with these, because I can always do this. Always do a little something like this and see what it looks like, because, well, we can color lines back to what they were, not a problem. Okay. I kinda like it. Okay, I think I know what I'm I think I know what I'm doing, or what I want to do. I think. We will see. We will see. Erase this. I put just a little bit of a shadow on this edge, which is the exact opposite of what I'm going to do here. I'm going to put a little highlight on this edge, just a little bit, to make it look like her skin rises up to meet the scars. Basically, I'm trying to really lay the scars into her skin instead of looking like they're separately drawn there. And that kind of helps. I just need to make that darker blue just a little bit lighter so it's not so stark, even though we already lightened it a little bit. That's essentially what we're gonna do. Yep. This might be just the right color. I'm hoping it is. It's better. It's a little bit better. I might need to... do something like this. We'll see what this looks like. Kind of. I might... Scars are complicated. Scars are complicated. I might need to do something like this. Because it is a ridge. Or where a scar tissue meets normal skin might be a little shinier, rougher, ridged. I don't think that did what I wanted it to do. It did not. Okay, let's scratch my eye here. Or rub my eye. And we'll just adjust these for now. Did I already? No, not all of them. Okay. Okay. That does look better. This background is still killing me. Why? It's not the same blue. Better? No. No. Nope. Fuck it. Just this guy, this guy. This might be too light. It's too light. Okay. This might still be too light. Straight, please, straight. It's reversed. It's still really light. Okay. So this guy and this guy. Apparently I feel a dark background, but I can't get the shades correct. We'll see. We will see. So these are... Some of these look quite painful, actually. They just do look painful. Scars are painful. And of course, getting scars is more painful. This is the part I'm not too sure about is, do I color over her collarbone or not? I don't know. Turn hello. Hello and welcome. I'm kinda just finishing up. As soon as I'm done with these scars, well, I'm gonna color a few more lines and then call it. It's maybe 20 more minutes. Is that this guy? Wrong side. Do that. This guy. Oh yes, Happy New Year, thank you. I forget. It is the Happy New Year time. We do need to change some things, don't we? We sure do. Okay. Is that the color that I have right now? I don't know. Yes, it is. Well, let's do this. Yoink. Way too light everywhere. Okay. There we go. Work with what we've got. And now I'm just going to experiment coloring the lines different colors, different shades of blue to see what I can get. Ah yeah, I am using GIMP. It works well for me. Of course, I've been using it for a really long time, so I'm very comfortable and familiar with it. It's a little better, a little more subtle. Like, yeah, we'll leave that. Da 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 da. Maybe. Maybe we'll kind of be nice and smooth. Just lighten those a little bit. There we go. Yeah, she's got a lot of scars. Ouch, indeed. Ah, Zealouser, good morning. We are sort of done. Not really, I've got a little bit to go. Still... I really want to just notch out these lines on her. To emphasize that's where she's been scarred. I guess I kinda can like that, can't I? Well, a little bit. They almost look like stripes, though. Maybe if I did this. There. Oh, yesterday's stream didn't go as planned, Ruh-roh. I thought you were doing adventure mode for your dwarf fortress, and that didn't go quite as planned. Darken these. These are standing out too much there. Started a new fort. That's too light. Okay. Oh, there's no shame in plans not going exactly how they want. Oh, coloring the lines totally depends on the piece. I don't always dull them down to make them blend in. It really depends on what it is, what I'm coloring. And it's a hit or a miss, usually, when I do that, when I color the lines. Sometimes I don't even bother coloring the lines. Uh, it's about a 50-50 chance of a hit or a miss if I get them right or not. uh, it's not great, but I learn, I experiment. See, I'm not really liking how pale this shoulder looks. This shoulder is kind of okay, but not great. Because it blends in the background really there. Certain parts of her face definitely needed to blend in, like the lines on her nose and whatnot. Where is this color? It's not bright enough. So we'll do this. Like, her hair is also really super, super dark, but I don't know if it would look good any lighter, or if just the inside lines would look good lighter. So you color a little bit and find out. Because it would blend into her face, we may want to leave the edges dark. But the inside lines, they could be light. Yeah, it blends in way too much. So, just do the inside. You are also rated. Oh noes. Oh, stream raid. Stream raid. Yeah, stream raid is not an oh noes, it's oh yay. It's only happened to me once, and then like only 2 people showed, I think. Not a whole lot. Oh dear. Hand me, yeah, this guy. There. I am very tempted. This. Hey, now we can see it. I don't know what I want to do over here. Do I ever retouch the line work if it's sloppy? Yes. Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, this had quite a lot of debris, I suppose, a lot of extra lines. Let me see if I can pull up the original. This guy, here, here. This is what the original looked like. It might be really hard to tell, but there's this whole fin up here, right? And there's a whole bunch of extra little lines are grayed out. This was supposed to be a sketch. This was supposed to be a sketch. It's not super refined, and the artist let me know it's not super refined. It's just a sketch, but still, I touched it up. I got rid of all the debris, which wasn't very hard. I didn't have to erase a whole lot. I just adjusted the contrast, and I got rid of basically all the sketchiness and started kind of doodling on the lines. So yeah, is this done? I don't know if this is done. Zealoser, you were there. The llamas. Or alpaca badge. I can't remember which one it was. The guy had just gotten a partner and had his first few emotes. Okay, I think I want to call this done. Maybe? Hang on. These were distracting me terribly. That. Oh. That's alright. Better. Much better. The llama chomp, yeah. I remember. I'm gonna... yeah? Yeah? Yes, I'm gonna call it done. I'm gonna call it done. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. There's that. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. She's done. I'm gonna export this, and then I'm gonna hop over to that bio ship thing that I just showed and start flatting it. Maybe even finish it. I don't know. Apparently I'm feeling well enough to keep going, so I will keep going. Oh, I started coloring the lines just to remind myself what I wanted to do. And where is... Actually, I would like... Yes, pink. Like a really nice pink. This is a bioship. A living ship. Not mechanical, I don't think, in any way. And it's, you know, it's a ship. It's a spaceship. It's a spaceship. We're gonna have fun with some colors. I'm just gonna experiment with some colors, see what things look like. I was thinking the whole body of this thing was gonna be black-ish or really, really dark, and then it would have these really almost livid pink colors on its head with some blue lights going down its body. I don't know. Where does this go? We'll see what it looks like. Come here. Next, this guy. Thank you. Because the artist Fiji, I'm coloring a lot of Fiji's lines. I think she gave me free rein as to the colors, just to experiment with. This is her original idea. Not terrible yet. Alright, Zalcer. I will still be here. This fin thing, I do want it to be a different color, and the only thing I can think of, I want it to be almost like a reflective mirror. Like, you don't really see it until light hits it in just the right way, but I don't know how to color that specifically. I am not sure how to color that specifically. It looks like her perspective's a little off, that's alright. And this thing is underneath its body instead of on top, so it's like an undersail. I almost want to say it's like baleen or hair. I don't know its exact function. Let's... There we go. I'm gonna do the inside of its mouth, this color. This really weird color. And then this guy. Yeah. This really dark, because the critter lives in space. And Fiji doesn't really know the super details of it. She just made it. She doesn't know it's everything. Basically, I asked her a whole bunch of questions yesterday, and she likes the idea that it eats like space debris, or it, travels to like newly forming solar systems to eat all the rocks and debris and crap from those, or something like that. So it's a really long-living ship because it would take it thousands of years to travel from one system to another, etc. So I was trying to figure out if it was predator, prey, does it need to blend in, would it blend in? And animals, either predator or prey, just kind of blend into their environments regardless, unless they're like birds of paradise, or just birds in general, or frogs. The only reason critters don't blend into their environment is for mating and for saying, hey, I'm toxic, or hey, I'm mimicking being toxic, don't eat me. So it's a living ship, huge ship. People live on this thing, so it's going to be a very large creature, and I don't think it would have predators. I really don't. It could. In space, anything can happen. But I'm going to say it doesn't. But it doesn't actively hunt other living things either, maybe? Don't know, that's up to Fiji. Anyways, that's my explanation of why it's going to be blending into space, but have these bright color spots, mainly for attracting other kinds of its species so it can mate. Because otherwise it wouldn't have any need to have bright colors on its body. Yeah, space, no one can hear you scream. Now comes the long journey, the very long journey. Traveling down its body. I almost want these, the under fin to be gold for some reason. But, that's only because of the light that would reflect off of it. I'm still trying to figure out in my brain, how do I color this so it only shines when light hits it? I don't know. Because I can see the effect that I want, I just don't know how to make it. Save often. So we travel around this dude's body. And I don't know if this thing is male, female, if it has genders, and all that other stuff. Don't know its anatomy. I'm just playing with color and theories. Because Fiji's not in the chat today, so I can't bounce any ideas off of her or ask her questions. Although it was really nice when I could. I really enjoyed that. I colored a different set of her lines over the last 2 days, and she was there to tell me, tips and whatnot, and I could ask her questions. I was coloring a person, and I didn't know their facial structure too well. She didn't have very many examples, so she could actually let me know in the chat. I love that. I would love to have the artist in the chat while I'm working on their stuff. Oh, we're almost there, and then we have to go all the way back around. All the way back around. This is the boring part of coloring, is the flats. And this is mainly so I don't have to, like, clean up and do things later. This will allow me to just relax and shade as needed. I charge by the hour when I work on something, and I charge about $10 an hour. And I've been coloring and working long enough that I can give an accurate quote. And I always quote a little less than I think it will actually take me. So if I do end up taking less time than I thought, it would still have been the same price. But I never charge if I go over. Like if I say, oh, this is going to take me 2 hours to do, and if I take 3.5 or 4, I won't charge those extra hours, because I have people pay me up front. Yep. And depending on the size of the piece, it could take between 2 and 5 hours or so. And the complexity. If it's like a comic page, that's a 10-hour job. If it's like this little tiny bioship, it's going to be like 2 hours, probably, tops. And it also depends on like how much I want to pay attention to detail, if I want to color the lines, or if the person wants me to color the lines. Yep. I'm glad you think I'm reasonable. My prices are reasonable. I scare people away. Just about every person who has asked me how much I charge, they're like, oh, that sounds reasonable, and then I give them a quote for the actual piece, and then I never hear back from them. Never. The only time I was successful at making income was when I was doing a charity. For a colleague of mine whose house burned down last year, I did a charity and raised $500 for him in like 2 months. I don't get commissioned a lot otherwise. And people always ask me if I will work for free. Like, no. Nope. Yeah. But I never, okay, if I like a pair of lines, or a set of lines, I don't ask the person to pay me to color them. I will color them myself. I like that. Ooh. I like that. I like that a lot. See the little eyeballs? He does. He got little eyeballs. Let me fix this. Got 6. Can't see them. Can't see them. Give me this. Wrong. Come here. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. I like what I'm seeing so far. Oh, the Twitch... It's not just the Twitch ecosystem that's low end. I post all of my stuff on DeviantArt, or at least the majority of it, and that's also low end. Because on DeviantArt, there are the professionals, and then there are the admirers, basically. Nope, these big lobes up here are not the eyes. As far as I can tell, those are not the eyes. I'm not sure what they are. Not a clue. Now comes... I really want those to be gold for some reason. I don't know why. We'll see what it looks like. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, on DeviantArt, there are fans, and then there are professionals, and the fans always have no money. None. Is that too weird? I don't know. And of course, the fans are always kids. The people in between the fans and the professionals are doing their own thing. So they don't need the professionals, so they don't bother the professionals. These might turn out to be silver instead. I don't know. That. DeviantArt, it's not really a Facebook for artists. It's really more like an online portfolio. Okay. Or at least it's supposed to be, but they've made a lot of changes that have made the site geared towards the majority of the public instead of the professionals or even just art itself. They have been trying to make it more into a social media platform than a place to just come, view art, share art, talk about art. No one ever talks about art. They're just like, hey, that's cool. And that's it. That's it. Because very few people know how to give a really good constructive critique, and then very few people actually want a critique or to have things discussed about their work. Like me, I don't really do the critique thing. I don't want critiques. I will give critiques, though, if anyone ever asks. I can do that. I'm sort of qualified through experience. Nice. Well, sir, progress. Job progress. Shit. Gap. I hate gaps. Another gap. God damn it. Close your lines, Fiji. Please. I like closed lines. Make my job easier. There. And speaking of critiques, I actually do a pseudo critique show with the founder of Watch Me Work, usually on Tuesdays. Usually. Ta-da! That seems like it's too much. That's too much. That's too much, too much, too much. What about this? Not enough. God frick. How about this? No. Is this the color I just tried? It is not. It is better-ish. Ish. Ah. You make a point, Turn. You make a very good point. Is not everyone is mature enough to receive a critique. I thankfully can give people critiques that don't hurt their feelings. I am very, very conscious about how an artist may feel about their work. Mainly because I would feel the same way. Because you don't want people telling you what you did wrong, right? I mean, they will, and then they may fail to tell you or suggest how to fix it. I do not fail to suggest how to fix it. I am very cordial, very kind. Compliment sandwiches are everywhere. And I also give examples as well as suggestions. And I ask questions. If the artist is present, I ask them questions to clarify, because I don't know if the piece is done, what they actually want me to focus on, because they may not care about one aspect of their art, they may care about this other aspect. So I won't talk about the thing they don't care about. I'll talk about the thing that they care about. There is another guy, Slumbering Giant, who also streams on Twitch, and he does critiques, but his critiques are way more brutal than mine. Way more brutal, and he does an entire paint over of the person's work. And some people appreciate that. Some people need that. They like it, even. If I am not familiar with the person and they didn't tell me to go totally apeshit on their piece, I won't. I will save face. I will be kind. But if they are just be brutally honest, I can do that. It just depends on who it's for. Oh my god. Salister, people actually critique you while you code? That is weird. Are they more suggesting, or are they like, dude, there's a way easier way to do this? Yeah, that's the other thing. Online, I don't know if I'm talking to a 14-year-old or a 30-year-old. Just, you don't know. Okay. Okay. Now, the weird thing about this piece, it's in space. So, this is essentially what I want this to feel like. Alright, I'm assuming you two are familiar with each other. I kind of like this. This is insane. I may turn off the background though. Maybe not. So I can actually see what I'm doing, because now I can shade. I'm done flatting, now I can shade. Oh, where is the light coming from? I don't know where the light's coming from. Oh, okay. Don't know each other. Tease away. It's alright. Yeah. Zalister, that's a very appropriate response. If someone's like, man, this is some really fucked up coding, yeah, it's very appropriate that you ask, oh, in what way, if you don't mind my curiosity. Yeah. Very appropriate. I need a place for the light to come from. Right, left, top. I'm not really looking forward to bottom. There. I'm almost thinking just top down it, because this is a spherical sneaky thing. Spherical sneaky things are difficult to shade. They never follow up. They never follow up when you ask them, oh, in what way is this all screwed up? Usually that strokes a person's ego to the point that they will respond, and so they can show how smart they are. Usually. Let's see. We'll just start doing stuff. Come here. Colors? Things? Cooperate. Thank you. Get back to the shading layer. This. These guys. Yes. Okay. How big are you? You're that big. Okay. Face. Man, this thing is weird. I love it. Oh, nice. Trying to see where light comes from. It's a little bit difficult. Ah. Oh, dang. Zalister. Coding people are brutal. I don't think anyone's ever come on my stream and told me that GIMP's a piece of crap. I actually use Photoshop. If they did, it would depend on my mood at the time. They may or may not get banned because I don't want to deal with their shit. I can't believe I didn't ban that one person, oh my god, who came on and talking about how cancer was awesome, Hitler was his idol. I cannot believe I did not ban him. Because that's essentially what you wanted from me. He wanted to push my buttons to the point where he got banned. And I didn't let him. Or them. I don't know if it was a lady or not. I just somehow was able to tolerate them. And then they finally left on their own. Wonder if they felt like they accomplished anything. Next time I see that person, though, they're just gonna get banned. They were making everyone else uncomfortable. It is nice when you can tell them, this program pays my bills. I don't really care if you think it sucks. It's my livelihood. Oh, God. Just essentially the same for GIMP. If I had, if I made a livelihood off of it, it would be. my livelihood. Um, Slumbering Giant is a little rough around the edges. Just a little bit. I've talked to him, like, actually on Skype, and he is probably an acquired taste for some people. For me, yes. Not that I don't appreciate him or what he does, because it's actually very helpful, very useful. But he as a person is an acquired taste. I could work with him if I needed to. He's very honest, very, very brash when he's doing his critiques, which some people do like and appreciate. I like a little bit more gentle side. And I like to be a little bit more gentle myself. Give me, yes, this color, thank you. Want this basically all the way up. So we found our shadow, which is nice. I can't tell if his head is flat, if this ship's head is flat or not. It really feels like it, kind of like a manta ray flat, stingray flat, or even like how a snake's head flattens, right? That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. Not entirely sure if that is true, though. This could be very round right here, like these pink things are, but from the shape of the back of this, it doesn't look like it is. It looks like it's just very flat. And it might curve a little bit back there. Let's see. This guy. I'm surprised I'm actually still going. I thought I was totally going to stop after I was done coloring blue. But this ship is just too awesome. And really, it's a critter. It's a critter, and I love it. I am a sucker for critters. This is just all light, no shadow on this side, no shadow at all. Until we get to like here. And then light switches over to the top side there. There we go. Oh crap, come here. There. Let's see. How is this looking, by the way? How is this looking? He's standing out. Nice. Okay. I'm liking it so far. So far, so good. Oh god. There we go. Make sure I color inside the lines. I'm gonna assume these are round as well. These little wispy beard things. Yeah, beard things. Not quite mustache. Do, 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 do. Might just erase a little bit back here. There we go. I've got an idea in my head, but I don't know how well it's going to execute. No clue how well it's going to execute. This is not it, by the way. Let's do... I really want this guy looking smooth. Very smooth. Almost like whale skin. Almost like whale skin. For the most part. Okay. There. A little bit bigger. There we go. These guys. And then I'm gonna see if I can execute my idea. I'm not entirely done shading. I just wanted to get the basic shape. The basic shape. Oh, look at these little eye dot thingies when I smudged. Okay. Actually, come here. This should be super bright. Right there. Okay. Now, let's see if I can execute my idea. Which is stock photos. They're not really stock photos. Where's my frost? Frosty frost frost. I have a couple ideas. Do this guy and this guy. Booyah. So I want this critter to blend in to the space itself, but we need to do a few things first. This space is stock from Frostbro, or Frostbow on DeviantArt. Let me double check his name. Frostbow stock. There you go. Is he all in there? He's all in there. Now I just have to find a good way to do this. Okay. Invert. Get rid of this. I don't know if that's too much or not. Yeah, that's too much. That's too much. Crap. Wrong thing to do that on. There we go. Okay, and that just looks bad. And that just looks weird. Mainly because this is super saturated. I don't know. My idea is not coming to light. I'll probably have to hand paint those stars in to make it look cohesive, which is totally fine. Totally fine. Let me do something though. And well, I'm not totally done shading. We'll snag this color. Boop, boop, boop. There. And these will get color. A little bit of color. Glad you two are making friends. Awesome. I assume the conversation was not for me. Let's see. There's that. Where? I think that's the color that I wanted. Yes. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Get some bright. Bright things going on here, like so. There we go. Maybe just little tiny. I think I like. I think. They glow. They glow. They almost look like jelly. I'm glad my playground rules make it easy. Yes, maybe? Yes. Okay, there's that. There's that. Actually. That's why I wanted the glow. I want the glow, I want it on green merge, and I want some glow. Some real glow, which may or may not go above the lines. Don't know yet. There we go. Even a few things out. And then maybe doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. We'll just sit here and blur the crap out of it. And oops. Maybe. Yeah, because I'm like, these lines look weird. They're not. That's too much. So far, I like it. So far, I like it. Yeah. It's 10 o'clock. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a little bit of break and probably go for another hour, actually. I'm going to get something to drink. I will be back in a few minutes. We're back. And we're actually looking at my phone instead of working. So I've got like a million freaking messages. Alright. There we go. Oh, let's see. Ooh. Like, where was I? Ooh. I'm almost thinking these could be brighter. Those could be brighter. Yeah. Oh, that's right, the other glow. The other glow that I wanted to do. This guy. Is this too much? We'll find out. We will find out if this is too much. Ooh. Little bit of twinge, okay. Forgot to shake my wrist out. Fiji was worried yesterday that I was drawing for too long, or coloring for too long. She can only draw for like an hour, maybe two. I can go 2 to maybe 3, depends, before my arm just totally craps out. It's really my hand, fingers, wrist. He's got a lot of these, doesn't he? Yes. Probably should have stopped at blue to save my hand. That's alright. I will not be streaming tomorrow. There is no stream for New Year's Day, because it's New Year's Day and I'm gonna sleep in. I'm gonna sleep in. I can probably still wake up, though, in time to actually stream, but I don't want to stream. I really don't want to tomorrow. Jim has the day off. And I would like to spend it with him. Oh yeah, yeah, taking breaks, streaming. You do, you need to get up and stretch like every hour or two. Every hour or two. Little glowy dudes. I used to get up like every hour on the dot. I would force myself to do that, but now I go until I feel like I need to, which is about every hour and a half to 2 hours. Doop-a-doop-doop-doop-doo. Let's go a little faster. Like, even the pros who stream games all day, almost every day, they take breaks. People do have to use the bathroom. They do have to drink water. They still have to be a person, a creature that has needs. There. I think I can skip up over to the tail. Where is it? There it is. There. Oh, now his little wavy hair stuff. Little wavy hair stuff. Let's see. No idea. I wanted to make it shine like a coppery, metally shine, but I don't know how to do that. Not a damn clue, other than experimenting. We'll experiment. So, it's gonna be dark and then light. Ugh. Ugh. I'm not. Oh, God, no. No, 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 no. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. It's the wrong color. Totally the wrong color. Light shines here. Probably here. Definitely here. And then no, virtually nowhere else, because it's on the other side. I'm assuming his hair is flat as well. It's just one sheet, kind of like a horse's mane. And it's not like a full body head of hair type deal. Fiji was here, I could ask. For now, we just have to assume. And scratch my head there. Essentially. I think maybe crawl this up just a little bit right there. Okay. Where's my colors? Colors, come here. Let's pick up, this color, so let's pick up this color. Get some shine, some zing in there. Maybe. Just a little. Friggin' wrist. Not perfect, but it'll do. I feel like those blue dots should be definitely visible here on this back side, but that's okay. They don't need to be. They don't need to be. This mouth, though, Jesus. It's definitely blue. It is for sure blue. Let's... do that. I love shading with these types of blues in this manner. Okay, there's that. Wonder if I should make his eyes glow. They kind of look like they need to. Just a little. Just a little. I'm assuming these are his eyes too. I honestly could be wrong. But they are dots. These could be like sensory this could be a nose, like the nose holes, and these things could be its eyes. I have no idea. Not a damn clue. You know what? I didn't shade all of his little hair things. All of his little fuzzies. How dare I? Give. Thank you. Do. There. I feel like I'm gonna add a whole bunch more stuff. Which I can. I totally can. How though? How is the question. I do have star brushes, I've got dot brushes, I've got a lot of stuff. Oh shit, that's a spider web. Oh god. There we go. Like, I've got weirdo star brushes. I need, what do I need? Sort of. There was one brush that I really liked using for stars, and I can't remember which one it is. This guy? Yes, this is quite literally a Starfield brush. Nice. Now, can I do this? And what do you look like? Ah, nearly perfect. I'm gonna suck at this. Oh, I'm gonna suck at this so bad. I'm gonna put swipes of stars in everywhere of a blue, and then I'm gonna switch it up to a pinky red, pink red type deal, and do some swipes of that because we can. Don't forget his little beard. Actually, it might be a mustache. Get some yellowy green. Do. This is probably the shittiest way to put in stars. The worst way I could put in stars. Because I'm not really hand drawing them, I'm relying on a brush. I have blue, I have yellow, and I have green, not yellow. I think his tail's fine. I think I have a couple nebula brushes too. I don't know. You get the idea though. You get the idea. Maybe. Get in there. Okay. Let's do that blue. You're not so bright. Maybe. What does this look like? Not too terrible. Let's see if we can find those nebula brush. Nebs. And save. Nebula. That's G. That's L. There's some moons. Nebula. Nebulae. Shit, that's really big. Okay. Okay, I might actually need to switch over here. Now that I know where they are. Way the hell down here. Right. Like so. Yes. 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 Okay. And then, okay, they are huge. They are pretty damn huge. Ooh. And they're everywhere. All over the place. Okay. And then I have to make the background similar so he can kind of blend in, which is probably going to be the biggest pain in the ass ever. I don't have any purple. Let's find a nice one for your face. I almost feel like these should be normal and also above the stars. Green, pink, yellow. What do you look? A little much. Different color. And they don't have to all be this really light color. They could be pretty damn deep in color too. I don't want to go like too overboard though. I think I already have. I think I've already gone overboard. It's alright, we'll go crazy. Because the way I'm kind of thinking is that this is not his permanent pattern. This is not the permanent pattern of this creature. It changes. That's what I would like to believe. I would like to think it is always changing, kind of like how squid have, their skin can change color. They got yeah. That one's really, really obvious. Some of these are too obvious. I know, I know. Hey, there we go. Give me this guy. Tone it down just a little bit. Yes. Just a touch. Just a touch. Okay. Okay. Back, stars and nebula. So now we get the funness of making a space background, or I could be a jerk and just pick out a stock. Pick out a stock that mostly fits with the colors that we have. Just to make my life easier, which may be the case. Why not? This is only a concept. I know I'm lazy. It's mainly because I want to finish up what I'm doing. Those totally don't have any of the same colors at all. It's alright. Because I can't really... Yeah, because the background's black. Sort of. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Alright, I itched very badly. Eyeball. Don't crash. Okay. There. Okay. Not saying it's great, not saying it's perfect. Might as well try. Might as well try. Okay. I would love it if they were a couple of different colors. That might actually be something I could do. I just thought of a terrible, very work-intensive thing I could do. Because why not? So... I'm gonna put in a whole bunch of black nebula, stars, what have you. Just randomly, kind of here and there, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Right behind him. And then I'm gonna color them like I would color lines, essentially. So now I need... not grass. Now I need some stars. Oh, yeah, these guys. Now we're gonna keep you up here. Everything in the background can be kind of faded. That's totally fine, if it is. Oh, we want to go this way. Little strings of stars. This way. There we go. Just kind of put them everywhere. Everywhere we got. Shit. Did not mean to do that. That. I don't even know if this is gonna work. Or, oh, lightning, no. Okay. Go back the other way. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I'm hoping it does. This way. The thing that I am thinking, I hope it works. We will find out one way or another. Yeah. Just gonna kind of go apeshit and put these everywhere. Just make it full. Right. They are on their own there. They don't need to be. Put some edges. Edges. Yoink. Okay. Now we merge it down. And then we add a layer mask, like so. Yes, I know. We'll use this guy. Put a white background in for now so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Find my round brush. Find it, there it is. I'm gonna color all these black again so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Okay. Now, I might be able to still see what I'm doing if I do this. Then again, I might not need to see what I'm doing if this works. If this works, I will be super surprised and amazed if it does. Yes. Okay, so I might color these all, hang on. Color them all a bright color so I can see them. So I can see them. And then go to town with other colors. I mean, yeah, what I wanted to do. Because Space Nebula can be really pretty and a lot of varied colors. Just gorgeous, varied colors. Might be too much. Might be too much. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Honestly, not a clue. I'm just coloring. A little bigger here. Just be very generalized. Yeah, that's super dark. Super dark. Oh, there it is. That's the color I was kind of going for. That guy with some of this guy, maybe, with... Where did that color go? Aha. This is an amazing way to color stars and nebula. I love it. Totally love it. Makes me happy that I decided to do this. The stars themselves are varied, very subtle. Usually, some of them aren't, some of them are. You basically just smear color on them in some fashion. In some way, shape, or form. It's not a perfect star background, but now looks at least a little bit more cohesive. Except for this guy. There. Don't erase. Color. Ooh. Is that really... okay, is that... yeah, do this. Ta-da. We don't really have a red, do we? There's a reason. Ta-da? I guess, I think. I don't know. Do a little... yo, what am I doing? What is this? Oh, it's really super dark, that's what that is, okay. I was like, why can't... aha, why can't I see them? Really just go crazy. It's very subtle, probably hard to see. But that's the point. Because, like, when you look at stars, you think, oh, they're just little white dots. They're not. They're not. They're not. They're many colors. If you want them to look believable, they are many, many different colors. We have email. Oh, that's right. Okay. Oh, that's right, that's right. Okay. I think I'm done. I'm just gonna call it done. Call it good. The nebula bugged the shit out of me because they're so tiny and awkwardly placed, but that's the idea. This is a concept only. Color concept, Fiji's concept, and I'm gonna call it good. Thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. I love it when you guys are in chat. It makes my job much more fun. If you'd like to know when I go live, you can follow me on Twitch or on Twitter. I will not be streaming New Year's Day. Have a good, happy, safe weekend. I will catch you guys all next time.